Allahu Akbar, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, so for this episode, I'm gonna set up the radio, plus I'm gonna set up the stereo, and also I'm going to set up the corner shelf. But before I do that, I want to mention the 10 reminders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, number one, never ever to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, never ever disrespect Allah's name. Allah will smash you and you will be kicked out of the deen of Islam. Number two, never get interest or usury money, which is called riba. There's a scripture that says the people that deal with usury in the world, and if they die as a disbeliever on the day of judgment, the angels will hand them weapons and say, go fight Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number three, never do adulteration, which is zina. The people that do adulteration tend to kill innocent babies, so avoid adulteration. It's bad, it's unlawful, and you can catch diseases that way. Number four, avoid conversations of fitna, because it ruins families, it ruins friendships, it ruins employees, it ruins co-workers, it ruins colleagues. It's just it's a disease. It's a disease for the heart. Avoid this because it ruins people's lives. Okay. Number five, never mistreat your parents, because your parents spent 20 years to make you a man or a woman, and they put a lot of effort into raising you. So respect your parents, because your parents are number two. We have to respect first Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, second Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then your mother, and then your mother, and then your mother, and then your father. Inshallah, tabarakallah. Never mistreat your kids. Number six, never mistreat your kids, because we're living in a time where there's so many sins that you can accomplish throughout the day. So we have to avoid this, and it's very difficult because the tests are harder because of the internet. We have the internet now. It's harder to avoid doing sins if there's internet. Plus, parents have to understand that it's more difficult now than it was back then. Number seven, only halal. Plus, say Bismillah before you eat anything, and make sure it's halal, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said so. Number one. Number two, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses it. Number three, if you eat halal, the chances of you having sihr inside of you is 0, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is stronger than the evil of the sihr, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cancel the sihr. Number 8, admit your faults. So if you have a conversation with somebody and it turns into contention, or turns into like an altercation or even a mishap, first thing first, you have to analyze this situation, like do a diagnostic of the situation, understand if it's your fault, you have to admit it. You have to confess that you made a mistake and you apologize, and you have to let your friend know, or your buddy. You have to say to him, like, I shouldn't have done this, because it's the fair thing to do, it's the right thing to do. Number 9, women, cover your adornments. This one's for women. Women, only expose your face and your hands, because and plus wear a long dress that's loose, because your character, if you start showing body parts and you start showing your adornments and your character, and like your honor will disappear. So avoid showing adornments. Number 10, never look at women's adornments, because this one's for men. Never look at women's adornments, because like this, the devils will, if you leave the house and you start looking at women, or if you go to the mall and you start looking at women, the angels will leave you and the devils will surround you. You can collect a lot of sins this way, because this sin is very accumulative. Like, some sins you can only do like 3 or 4 of them during a day, or maybe 10 or 30. But this sin, you can get a million. You can get a million sins by looking at a million girls' body parts. Because if you go to the mall, if you go to the park, if you go to the stores, if you go anywhere, if you go to the mosque, you can even see them at the mosque. If you go to the mosque, you could just constantly look throughout the day, and next thing you know, end of the day, and maybe you got like 3,000 sins, maybe more. Okay, so guys, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can adhere to these 10 reminders. I mentioned these 10 reminders because I understand that the shayateen, they hate 2 things. They hate reminders, constant reminders, and they hate clarity. So number 1, constant reminders. Number 2, clarity. If someone goes around all the time and is constantly reminding people like in a clear way, and in a clear way, then the shayateen, it's more difficult for them to whisper to us, because maybe the person after 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 times, he can say enough is enough. Like, I keep on hearing this, I feel bad. But if nobody constantly reminds us, then we only hear it maybe once, I don't know, like once every 2 months. So this is not good. We gotta oops, sorry guys, I accidentally kicked the table. We gotta constantly remind our brothers and sisters. Inshallah, tabarakallah, we can adhere to these 10 reminders. Okay guys, I'm going to close the book, and I'm going to close the lens, shut the lens, and now I'm gonna go upstairs in the bedroom. And the episode, like I said, we're gonna set up the radio, which is cassette, has a cassette player. And then we're gonna set up the stereo, which is only CD player, and then we're gonna set up the corner shelf. Okay, guys, give me 1 second, and I will get to the room, and we'll set everything up. Okay, guys, we just entered the room, and I turned on the light. Okay, boom. So I'm gonna put this right here, guys. Don't want this to fall. Okay, guys, what I want to do is, I'll show you what I want to do. I want to set up the corner shelf, which is right here. Look at that. They got the Enigma CDs. Enigma 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what I want to do is, by the way, I set this up yesterday. I'll show you guys that later. And then here's going to be where the cassette player. No, actually, CD player's there, stereo. And then the cassette player radio is going to be right there. And I will set this sucker up so we can see it good. Just going to have to fix this. First thing, I want to close the door, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay guys, I'm back, and I'm going to set up the this tripod. Just gotta adjust it. Okay, maybe that's good. I can't really see that. Okay, right there should be good. Guys, I think that's good enough right there. Okay, so I'm going to set everything up, and then first thing is move this stuff out of the way. Okay guys, I'll be back with the radio and a few other things. I got this little shelf right here that I'm going to set up. Okay guys, I think maybe if I turn on this light right here, this will help us. So, you know what? Turn on the light right now. Is that gonna help? Yeah, that helps a lot, guys. Okay, so back to the show. Guys, I gotta get one thing I forgot. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be back. Okay, got it, guys. Here we go. Okay guys, so that's the whole setup right there. Let's take a better look at it. Just for the corner shelf. So what I got the that's the fedora hat, and then you got the 300 SL, which is the first one, the first SL. And you got the Sony radio, cassette and CD player, and then you have the SL, the 500 SL, and then the Mercedes hat, and then you also have Enigma 1, 2, 3, plus these pictures of us when we were I think this is 1996. The top three are 1996, and then this one right here, 1999. It's the family picture right there. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. Everything looks perfect. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Okay, guys, now we have to set this sucker up. What I can do is, I think I need to get another tripod. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get the bigger tripod. I'll be back. Two seconds. Okay guys, I'm gonna just do a little swap right here. Let me show you guys what I did. Okay, so here's the bigger okay, so what I have to do is I have to put this camera right here like this, and I gotta move that light and everything that's on the table. Okay guys, so that's empty, and all I need to do is get the stereo. I'll be doing that in 2 seconds. Gotta unplug it and get it for you guys. Give me 1 second. Guys, I left one thing in the basement. I'll go get it and come back. It's supposed to go underneath the light. Okay, so the one I got is too small, but I'll get a bigger one later. Doesn't really matter right now. So only thing left is add a few CDs, and then that's it. Let me see, let me turn on that light. Okay, so that's looking good right there. Maybe I might move that light somewhere else. It kind of covers the radio. Or maybe I can put the light behind the radio, so that way the radio's standing out more than the light. Okay, anyways, there's a few other CDs I can pop there. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so guys, that's it. I think that's the episode right there. Let me just unplug this. I want you guys to take a closer look at this. Only thing that's bothering me is the lights covering the stereo. See, look, guys. If it looks better, kind of like that. I gotta move this thing. I think I gotta add a few more CDs. Boom, right there. Goes like that. Let me turn this light off because the reflection's killing us. Boom, baby. There we go. That looks pretty cool, eh? I think maybe I'll add a few here later, but it doesn't matter. That's pretty much it. There's nothing left. There's a whole bunch of CDs right there. Those are all movie soundtracks. I don't know if I can add. Maybe I can add a few. Plus, I got a few right here that are doubles. I got a couple doubles in there. Let me see this. Silk. Should I put silk beside it? Actually, what I can do is I can grab S.W.T. Pop it right here. Boom. That way, like, it looks less empty. Perfect. Nice. Push it a little bit this way. Push it this way. Nice. There we go. Beautiful. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Sony CD player, no cassette. And then over here, this is the Sony cassette player plus the CD player. Boom. Turn off this light. Lose the reflection. There we go, guys. Pretty cool, eh? Nice. I'm gonna turn this light off too. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. We did the corner wall, corner shelf, plus the stereo. Actually, I mean the radio. Cassette radio with a cassette and CD player, and this is the stereo with just a CD player, and then I set up everything beside it. Okay, guys, that's it for the episode. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side. Allah yashfikun, and I will catch you later. Boom, baby, boom.